In today's video, I want to talk to you about where the peso might be going over the next year or so. My name is William Hutchison. I'm the owner, along with my wife, of the two real estate companies that you see at the bottom of the thumbnail. Two caveats before I start. Number one, the most important, this is not me. This is experts in banks, foreign exchange clearinghouses that have a lot of experience in forecasting currencies. The second thing is I have followed and recorded the values, the relationship between the US dollar Colombian peso, US dollar Canadian dollar for probably 10 or 11 years. These people that I'm going to quote today are the same people that I've been using all of that time. I'm going to give you some numbers. I have to refer to my notes. But what I usually do with these is, because they're quarterly forecasts, I average the three, and that gets me fairly close. These people have been all the way along within 1 or 2%, even going out as far as 12 months. I don't put a lot of confidence in anything out past a year, but they've been very good. This year, as late as the first quarter, which would be the end of March, they were calling for the peso US to be over 5,000. One of them was almost 5,600, and that's just hasn't happened. There's reasons for it. I'm not going to get into them because I don't know how accurate they are. The one thing that they keep saying, though, is a lot of the relationship is based on what the US Fed is doing to try to tame inflation. So the forecast got better, still not good, towards the end of the second quarter, but I think it really flew off the rails, maybe in May or June. But here's the numbers that we have. Some of these I have three forecasts, others I have four, but I'll give you the averages, and you can make your own decision. It's optimistic for people converting US dollars to Colombian. They're calling for different increases, but when you look at the average, I think that the numbers in my mind are fairly conservative when you look at the average. End of quarter three, which will be in another 3 weeks, I have four. They're calling for 41.76, 41.74, 41.06, and the average will be 41.52. The end of the year, 43.01, 42.91, 43.50, 42.25. The average is 42.92. End of the first quarter, which would be March of next year, 43.08, 44.10, 42.62, and that averages to 43.27. And then end of the second quarter next year, June 30th, 43.81, 45.33, 4400, 42.75, averages to 43.97, call that 4400. So 9 months away, they're calling for the peso to weaken 8 or 9%. The high that it hit was last year on November the 7th. It was 51.22. So it's basically a 20% depreciation since then. I can't add any more to the conversation, to the discussion, to this video. I suspect that these numbers are going to be fairly close. If these people have been within 1 or 2% for 10 or 11 years, there's no reason to think that they're going to be out a lot more than that going forward. With the big forecast, if you want to call it a mistake, that they were making towards the end of last year and into this year, where they were calling for it to be as high as 5,500. That's it for today. William Hutchison. I live in Armenia, Colombia. I've been here almost 12 years. In Colombia, almost 13. I live in paradise, and you can too.